Hello.
Okay. So, welcome.
Welcome to
Conversing and Relating. Like,
I'm your co-host, April Autumn Sparks.
you're not a co-host. You're like the host.
What are you?
We're both hosts.
We're co-hosts.
Okay, so is that here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're co-hosts.
Y'all missed that whole. Look, I prayed. I did because.
Yeah.
And look, let me put the glasses on.
I'm Life Coach Jay Hughes, the other co-host of this podcast. We're having fun, so much fun. So we didn't know we was on mute. But anyway, welcome to Conversating, Conversing, and Relating. Today's topic is a tough one. It's a tough one.
It's a doozy.
But however, how are y'all doing this week? Y'all didn't hear me when I asked that when I was on mute. How y'all doing?
So last week you were starting off by saying that we took a little break last week.
Yeah.
Self-care is important.
Self-care is definitely important. We took a break. We needed that break.
Yes.
That's why you did not see us last week.
We tend to run like a full on we run and run and run and run and run and run and run until we crash and burn, which is never good for anyone. Let's just be honest about that. And so we both were in a place where we were exhausted. We were really exhausted. And what happened was when we got back, I ended up getting sick.
You did.
And it was like my body saying, "Oh, we're not gonna rest. Let me make you rest." And that's what happened.
Well, I came in, take care of you. You know,
did. You always take
like
care
we do. And it was fun taking care of you. One of my fun. I love taking care of you, babying you a little bit, taking care of you, especially when you're sick, because you just I'm hurt. Okay, so. Okay, you don't do that.
I was about to say that is more you than
I still
me.
take care of you.
You do an amazing job of taking care of me.
So today's conversation is a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. But before we get into that, we want you guys to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell on YouTube. If you are on Facebook, definitely check us out on Facebook and follow.
We have some announcements, though. The church announcement.
These is our announcements.
Right.
What's the announcement?
Reverend Deacon no, I'm playing. The sick and shut-in list. No. So we are very excited that we will be coming to the Raleigh-Durham area, and we will be co-hosting, an end of summer soiree.
Listen,
in person.
Yeah, it's in person.
What is that about?
It's in person. I don't know if people believe this, but it's in person.
It's in person.
It's in person.
Yeah.
Very good opportunity to meet and greet some of our clients that we've been working with, and meet more people.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. And it's going to be some healing. It's going to be some new discovery. It's going to be a whole bunch of a slew of things. So definitely tune in. And if you're in Raleigh, please come out. We will be sharing the link if you're on our Facebook page, YouTube page. We will be sharing the link because it is a paid outing.
Yeah.
Bring your lawn chairs.
We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have some charcuterie boards, some food, some wine, some music, some games, some knowledge, some fun.
Bring your cigars.
Activities. Yes, bring your cigars.
Alcohol will be provided.
Yes, it will be. And so it will be a good time for all involved to just mix and mingle, get to know, make some friends, meet us, because there are lots of people who are like, well, where are you? Like, where can we talk to you in person? Like, for realsies? And so sometimes we like to come to the area or different areas and, just chat it up.
Yeah.
Talk about some things.
Yeah.
Right? I know, Houston. Yeah. We're going to do it here. We're going to do it in Houston. We are. Don't
People
start.
Want that Houston one.
Don't start.
People want that Houston one.
Right. So we will be posting that one soon. But we wanted to do the RDU area first.
Yep.
So,
People want that Houston one. Listen, I hope y'all can hear us because we love these new mics and we have a very good atmosphere, which we're in right now. But also, we really want to get this message across because today's message is a lot. It's a lot. It's a
Well,
lot.
I want to say that what we know is that people do certain things as a protective mechanism, right? To
Right.
take care of themselves. Remember, we spent a lot of time with the hierarchy of needs.
Right.
And one of the main things that was really important was safety, right?
Right.
Safety. And not only physical safety, that's the thing that people typically think about, but also mental safety, emotional safety, spiritual safety.
Spiritual safety.
Right. And so this is going to build on our conversation from not last week because we didn't have one, but the week before when we talked about vulnerability.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
And so it was really funny when we went to Renata's graduation. Shout out to Renata. Hey!
Yeah, she just graduated.
We went to her graduation and she was telling me, someone at the graduation was like, does April Autumn show up like that all the time? And she was like, that's her.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
She don't change. That's her. That's
Yeah.
how she's going to be. You're going to see her on a bad day. She's still going to act like that.
Yeah.
Is that true, babe?
That is exactly true.
And so that comes, we were talking about vulnerability, that comes from me trusting me to be okay with me.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not necessarily I trust him, so it's I trust me. And so I can show up me all day, every day.
Right.
And it's okay if somebody doesn't like who I show up as, because guess what? I like me.
Yeah.
I'm good with me. I like the way I show up. And so guess what?
Right.
I'm going to keep being me.
Yeah.
Regardless of if people like it or not. Because I'm not trying to please them.
But that's a part of loving yourself, being in tune with yourself, just downright like the alignment of self, unapologetically loving you. So when you show up in a room and you're you all day, every day, it bothers people who are not able to be them. And I think that's why that person was bothered in general.
I don't know if she was bothered or they were bothered. I'm not going to say it was he, she, they, whatever. I don't know if they were bothered. I just think it was like really? They can do that?
Yeah.
But that's work. That takes work. And so that takes parts of you dying to the old you, old learned thought processes, old socializations, and welcome in something new, something that may seem scary, right? But it actually can help you grow and stretch in ways that maybe you've never thought about growing and stretching before.
I think that at the end of the day, what we're going to talk about today is really going to help people in tune, be with themselves and love themselves, and hopefully all of the above. Hopefully we'll get more subscribers and not lose any.
We might lose some. It's okay. It's okay because the ones that we have that are, genuine and come and share, I love it. And it's wonderful and it's great. They're committed to their development and growth. So again, you don't show up for anybody else but yourself. Not me, not you, but you show up for yourself every day, all day. So I'm sure people. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say showing up for yourself. That's one of the keys,
right?
Like loving yourself and then showing up for yourself before you try to show up for anybody else.
Correct.
That's how people like you and I are able to go into rooms and be our authentic selves because we have already showed up for ourselves first.
Right.
We spend time with ourselves.
Right.
We've known ourselves. Right. We know our own bullshit. We know what we need to work on. We know we have worked on, so forth and so forth. And we're unapologetically, I sometimes stumble with that word. We're us.
Right.
Right.
Now, I don't want anybody to think that we're saying, oh my gosh, we're perfect. Oh my gosh, we've arrived at perfection. Yes, thank you. No, because there's no such thing as perfection. That I love that you said, I know what I need to work on.
Yeah.
Meaning that you are constantly working and growing and stretching and understanding and pausing and considering and self-reflecting Some people are like, gosh, that's a whole lot.
It is a lot.
It can be.
But you are a lot.
Yeah. Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way. But you are a lot. That's what it's about. Being a lot and understanding who you are, things of that nature. Let me set this up right here.
Oh,
for
hello.
Our TikTok guys.
Oh, hello, TikTok.
Anyway, so.
Hello.
But that's what it is, Hey, family, y'all looking real good.
Aww.
It's giving healthy, happy, whole. I appreciate it.
I really want to see you in the Raleigh-Durham area. I'm crying. I'm crying. I'm just saying it.
The platform is necessary, and those who are meant to find it will. That's good.
Thank you.
That's really good. Because we're going to talk about today unarmed and authentic. Disarming the weaponization of masculinity and femininity in the Black community.
Now, we spent a lot of time talking about weaponizing vulnerability last time.
We did.
We spent a whole lot of time.
We did.
Talking about why people choose not to be vulnerable, first and foremost with themselves. Right?
Yeah.
And so this is really us going a little bit deeper. And again, that's why I started the conversation and understanding that a lot of times when we have mechanisms, that they're protective mechanisms, self-defense, right? Yeah. They're defense mechanisms, building walls and pushing
people away,
and all of those things to protect ourselves, or what we deem will protect us. Right? And so this is going to feel a little like an attack. I know I was triggered. We were triggered with each other having this conversation, and we were preparing to have the conversation with you. We were triggering each other like, how you say it that way? Because what I'm saying is, and he was like, see, that's why women of today, and I'm like, oh, Lord, Jesus.
Yeah. The conversation is a very good conversation, but however, is based on how we are really right now attacking each other through the weaponization of our own masculinity and femininity within the African American community.
And how we've been socialized to believe, whether it's in different community outlets, whether it's the faith-based area, how you show up in school, how you show up in dating, how you show up professionally, right? All of these, as you said last time, lanes that you show up in, right? How you should be, I'm gonna dare to say it, a real man or a real woman, or be masculine or feminine. You too hard, you too soft. All of these kinds of things, right?
Right. I think that when we deal with our masculinity and our femininity within the African American community, we do tend to weaponize it as a form of protection. We tend to weaponize it in a way that says, I need you not to see me for who I am. So let me, through my socialization of what I think a Black man is supposed to be, what I think a Black woman is supposed to be, let me jab at you for your possible shortcomings through my perceived masculinity or my perceived femininity, right?
What, you mean you ain't got no degree? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was cut. That was an act.
That was one of them.
That was an act.
That was one of them.
But in practice, and I hear this constantly, and I'm like, well, who told you that? How did we get here? So we wanted to prep before we got into this because, again, it is a hot button topic.
Yeah.
It's real touchy.
Shout out to all my TikTok people tuning in right now. If you're on TikTok live, watching this live, definitely go to youtube.com. And if you look in the description, you can type in at the Obsidian Lux Group to not only tune in live, and you can make comments and call in to the show if you want to. So shout out to my TikTok guys. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in today.
I wasn't that smart. I should have did it on my phone, but I'm not.
My phone finna die, so we ain't got no time.
Come on, come over to YouTube.
Come over to YouTube, right? At the Obsidian Lux Group, youtube.com at the Obsidian Lux Group. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And today again, TikTok. We're talking about disarming the weaponization of masculinity and femininity within the Black community. Right? That's what we're talking about. Now, we do have, since TikTok is online, we do have to use different language. However, we won't dumb it down, and if they just cut off the feed, they cut off the feed because I don't give a shit. Anyway,
I don't. I'm like, what?
Come to YouTube. Well,
please.
Come to YouTube.
We're not doing all of that.
Come to YouTube.
All right.
All right. So let's start out with understanding what we're talking about. We're talking about disarming the weaponization of Black masculinity and Black femininity in the Black community. Now, we're not saying that Black femininity and Black masculinity is wrong. We're not saying it's toxic. It can be if it's weaponized, right? And often in our community, we tend to weaponize our masculinity or what we perceive as our masculinity and what some perceive as their femininity against other people.
Or how to silence, put in a box, or make people do things that manipulate.
Right.
Make people do things that the person wants them to do because they're not being a real whatever.
Real woman or a real man.
It's a way to flex.
Right.
Like have power over someone.
Right.
Oh, you can't cook?
Oh, you ain't no real woman if you can't cook. Well, maybe she don't know how. Maybe nobody's ever taught her. Maybe she didn't want to learn because she felt like she had to do, I don't know, it could be anything.
It could be a lot of
Not
things.
Making real excuses, but we tend to stay at you don't know how to do this, and then that's it.
Because.
Or you don't have this, and then that disqualifies you, right? Instead of saying, what is the reason why you don't know, or you don't want to cook, or you don't know how to cook, or are you asking questions beyond the surface level answers that you get?
Right. My favorite is, oh, you got locks because you don't know how to do your hair. Really?
No.
That's why I got locks?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh,
no.
Thank you.
No.
Who told you that?
No. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, just lots of, again, control.
Yeah.
I don't like your hair like that. That's basically what it is. So I'm going to flex and make you feel bad about what you're doing.
Right.
So anyway.
Kat Hughes says, self-love and showing up for self is a continuum of being disciplined to the commitment and consistency of yourself.
Yep.
TikTok, if you're not on my YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, you won't be able to see these comments and threads and gems. Again, go to YouTube at theobsidianluxgroup.com, and then you'll be able to join the live feed and talk right there from there anyway. And you might get your comment on. Self-love is showing up for self in a continuous space and having discipline about loving yourself and going through the process with yourself.
And not letting someone else make you feel small about the decisions that you are making for yourself, about yourself.
Right.
Hi, good to see you, Mr. Reed.
How you doing? Good to have you. Okay, so with that said, I want to ask a question. I want to start with a question.
Okay.
Please don't hurt us. Because these questions.
My guns look pretty good.
Yeah, they look pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's start with this one.
Okay.
I'll start with that one.
What is the beautiful lie you were told about what it means to be a Black man or a Black woman?
All right, TikTok. So the question is, what is the beautiful lie you were told growing up about what it means to be a Black man or a Black woman? Yeah. Listen. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to believe that your parents may have lied to you, may have projected onto you, may have basically sold you a false narrative about what it means and what you have to do as a black man or a black woman in this country, right? They gave you this narrative, passed down some traumas, passed down some fears, right? And they shaped and molded you indirectly and directly to where how you view the world, unless you've done the work on yourself, is slightly based on what you were told growing up, along with what you were socialized to believe with your surroundings.
Well, I will say we started with the beautiful lie. I'll also say the ugly lie, right?
Yeah.
So there's an ugly lie that I'm trying not to get hit today. I'm really trying not to.
What you
Because
talking
I'm
about?
gonna be a pick me in a minute. It'll be okay though. I'm okay. Because
You
I'm
already
chosen.
picked. Yeah, you chose. We ain't worried about that.
Anyway, by myself.
Yeah.
I chose me.
Yeah.
Anyway, this thought that black men don't take care of their kids. The ugly lie.
Yeah.
Not there are beautiful lies and there are ugly lies.
Right.
And that ugly lie. Now, let me hear me clearly. Hear me clearly. There are black men who don't take care of their kids.
Yeah.
There are.
They are.
But we tend to do the broad sweep of, well, black men just don't take care of their kids.
But you still keep getting pregnant by them. You still baby mama number 5, 6, 3. Anything beyond
5,
baby mama
6, 3.
Baby mama number 2. You really don't have a voice in that argument. You baby mama number 2 or 3.
Remember we were watching Iyanla a while back?
Right.
And this dude had 34 kids.
34 kids.
And he had like 10 baby mamas. And he was still rotating through all of them, like playing them against each other. Now, he didn't really take care of his kids. He tried. First of all, he had too many.
34 kids.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And the kids were very resentful, lots of other things. But with that, like, all the women, again, I'm going to get in trouble again. All the women were like, well, he said he going to be with me. No, he said he be with me. No, and I'm like,
he told that to everybody.
He be with everybody. And whether that's what he's going to do or not, that's fine. You have to be responsible in understanding that you just raised some children that have some more trauma behind that thing.
Yeah.
Behind that.
Yeah.
That's more trauma.
Right.
Because we're not thinking it through.
Right. I think that one of the things that Miss Kim has said, a lot of black women, for TikTok, for those who don't see it on TikTok, one of our members said, our followers said, one of the beautiful lies she was told was to be strong, independent, and don't depend on anyone.
I don't need you. I don't need you.
Okay.
I'm like,
okay.
I want you. That's the difference.
Oh, see, that's the thing. Here you go.
I want you.
I don't need you. I want you. Okay.
We need each other, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going with the whole thing.
No, I was about to say, I was about to say,
I'm
we
like,
need each other. Yeah, we need each other.
I know, right?
No.
I told y'all, we doing this whole thing, we were like, wait a minute. Are we being for real or are we playing?
No, we need each other. And that's the thing. We need each other. Be strong, be independent, and don't depend on anyone has always failed the black woman, period. It's always failed the black woman.
We've talked a lot about, we need to have this conversation about codependency versus interdependent. Because when you're in a relationship, there's interdependence on each other, right? And there's a difference between codependency. It's so funny to me. It's always like one end of the spectrum. There's a happy medium in there. Right? And interdependence is that happy medium.
Right.
So, but anyway.
Right.
So, Kimmy, thank you for sharing
Thank
that.
you
You're
for sharing,
right.
Kimmy. Yeah.
I don't need you.
Yeah.
I make my money. I do what you do.
Right. One of the beautiful lies that black men are told is you can't have feelings. You got to be strong.
Mm-mm.
Isn't it funny how black men and black women were both told you got to be strong and separate yourself from your feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what we were told in our community by our mothers, our fathers, our uncles and aunties or grandmas, whoever raised us. If they were toxic, they gave you that black boys don't cry. You don't cry. You stop. You toughen up. I'm like, ma'am, he is 4. He's gonna cry.
I told you when I think I was in DC, and this guy, it was a 2-year-old little boy, and he was crying for something. I don't remember what. And he punched him in the chest hard. That was not funny.
It's not funny, but it's
what real.
You thought, yeah.
It's real. And it happened, and it broke my heart. Stop all that crying. Look, bitch ass nigga. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if TikTok will shut us down over that, but whatever. And so
you can say that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you can say bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he punched him, told him to stop being a bitch ass nigga, and I'm like, why would you say that to a 2-year-old? So you are socializing him to believe. Even then, I'm not safe. Even telling you as my father, my uncle, my mother, I'm not safe. My emotions are not safe. So as an adult, why then?
Right.
Why then would they be safe with anybody else?
Why would they trust, especially another dude that's supposed to be their partner? Another woman who's actually trying to facilitate a healthy, safe environment for that black man to be safe. See, I think a lot of women and men don't understand that we both came from the broken home. Okay? It's a 50% chance, maybe 60% chance that we both came from the broken home. So if mom taught, and this happens. Usually the kids are with mom. Mom is stressed out. Mom is most likely toxic, bitter, angry, right? Very few are not all, but for the most part, they are. And mom is teaching the daughter one thing while teaching her son another thing.
That's true.
But what she's teaching both of them is toxic because she's not healed. She's projecting.
Say that part again.
What she's teaching both of them is toxic because she is not healed herself.
Right.
She's projecting.
Right.
So when she's projecting, the kids take on mom's pain, take on mom's anger, take on mom's resentment, take on mom's perception,
right.
Take on mom's approach to life. Because that's what they've been indoctrinated to believe. Then, watch this, when they launch into adulthood and they get out here among other people who do not think like them, now those same kids who are young adults and teens are looking at everybody else in the rest of the world like they're a problem.
Because they don't know how to acclimate. They don't know how to get their footing. They don't know themselves. They don't know. And so there's lots of things that mother taught them. Number one, they taught them that there's always going to be someone there to sacrifice everything and do everything for them. Which is wrong.
Wrong. They lie.
Wrong.
Lie.
Wrong. Right? Yeah. You don't have to make up your bed. Well, let me be clear. Boys, you don't have to make up your bed. You ain't got to wash no dishes. You don't have no curfew. You ain't got to do nothing. But the girls, you are a mini slave. You got to do everything in the house. You got to take care of everything. Right? And so this whole thing, this imbalance, right, where the son sees, oh, I need a woman that's going to take care of my every need, my all things. They're going to do everything. I had someone I was talking to. She was filling out job applications for her son.
Why?
At 30.
Why?
Well, he get the job when I fill him out, but when he fill him out, he don't get the job.
Maybe he needs to fix the way he fills out the applications.
Then got his fiance to start doing the same thing too.
So you got two grown women filling out applications for a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm. So, but wait. Here we go. We got there. Is that a definition of man? You need to be able to get a job on your own. You need to be able to fill out an application. I'm just asking. No, he. So again, there are different rules and regulations. Oh, go ahead, say it. Just because you're not credentialed doesn't mean you're not essential. Okay, you better say that. You better say it.
Just because you don't have the credentials does not mean you're not worth it. Mm-hmm. Okay, because your worth is not determined by letters behind your name.
No.
That's why real men who are focused on who you are and real women who are focused on your character, they're not worried about whether you have or do not have a college degree.
Why don't we just say people who are serious about themselves, who are not afraid? Because I think we're couching this real man, real woman, and that, again, continues to poke people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can change it.
So when people are really focused in on, I want a person, or I want to be in relationship with a person who is not just about how much money I make or how much money they make or all of what are the list of things. Yeah. They're more like, what is your character?
Like, who are you?
Yeah. Yeah. At the core of you.
Am I meeting your representative, or are you able to be authentically you and let me decide whether I want to be with you or continue a relationship or not?
Right.
Right. But they don't want to do that. They got to come with the money. They got to come with the accolades. And
do you make six figures?
Do you have a PhD? Can you cook? And all these other things that have nothing to
Body
do.
Body count. Oh, we get quiet. Oh, body count. That's a whole conversation, right? And as a sex therapist, yes, I said it. As a sex therapist, that, especially, go ahead, ignore me. In this country, especially when it comes to women, especially women of color, in particular Black women, there's an issue with Black women figuring out who they are sexually. And there's been this thought about, if you have been with more than 5 men, because that's one hand, then you're a thought, you're this, you're that, you're all these things. I'm like, what? It's okay for you to be that. It's okay for you to explore you and figure out who you are sexually, but not for women. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And for me, and I told you, I had someone before we were married, I talk about sex quite a bit. That's my life. And so they were like, oh, if we're gonna be together, you gotta stop talking about sex. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's my job.
Well, and he was like, okay.
That's my job.
So you agree? And I was like, no, I do not agree. Are you crazy? That's how I make my money.
That's like my job.
So your job is more important than me. I don't even know you, sir.
Pretty much,
I just met you. Yeah. I'm getting to know you. Like,
my job is more important to you, yes, because I had it before I met you. Like, yes, I'm gonna have it after you. It's my job. I don't know what you.
These things are just crazy. But anyway,
I don't know. As it had to make his bed when he was 5, you should have seen it, April. Would not let me help him.
Isaiah.
Gracie too.
Yeah, Isaiah had to make his own bed. I was not playing. Listen, there was no difference. I think when I was a kid, hi mommy, when I was a kid, I said I wanted to go out with my friends, and my brother never had a curfew. And so it was like my first time wanting to go out with my friends. And she said something like, be back at 10 o'clock. And I was like, how does that work? He's never had a curfew. I make good grades, I do all the things, and I have a curfew?
Right.
And she just looked at me, she was like, okay. And I ended up coming in at 11. But it was just the principle of it. Like, why?
Right.
Why? I let her know everywhere I was, and I did all the things, but it was like, why? The things that he would be doing was with a girl. I mean, or with a guy. I don't know if it was with a girl, but anyway. So yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
So when we asked the question, what beautiful lie you were told about what it means to be a black man or a black woman, we often we now understand that it's a possibility that your parents or whoever raised you may have lied to you fully or may have lied to you slightly.
Mm-hmm.
They may have projected fears.
Mm-hmm.
They may have projected trauma. And they may have projected views that were overall not fitting for you as a person. Right? They did not apply to you completely. For example, when a brother chooses therapy over the streets, he's often labeled as soft. Yet, choosing healing over hustling is one of the bravest things you can do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, you going to go see a therapist, you soft. Oh, you talking to somebody, you soft. And black women back in the day used to say this before they jumped into therapy too. Because they said this and then they jumped into therapy at an astronomical rate, right? Right. However, they did not come back and tell us black men that we should go with
actually, you should.
Right.
I mean,
they didn't say that.
I mean, but also one thing that we hear quite a bit is a male specifically, is, expressing themselves and their feelings, and a woman feels like they're being come after. Oh, you being sassy now?
Right.
Oh, that's what we doing?
Right. Which brings us to the other point for women. For black women, when you ask for help and someone says you're doing too much, that's the residue of a strong black woman lie. We're taught to hold it down, but not how to feel it. Mm-hmm. Basically, they're telling you in that statement, as a black woman, you've been socialized not to ask for help. Mm-hmm. You have to do it on your own. Mm-hmm. You've seen mom do it on your own. Therefore, you have to do it on your own. You have been taught struggle love. Essentially, that's what you've been taught, right? Your mom has essentially raised you to be your best friend, and she has raised her son to be the man that she could not keep or the man she could not ever obtain. Okay? However, we can't fault mom completely. We can't fault mom completely because she had no outlet to deal with her trauma.
Right.
She had no outlet to resolve the issues and confront her mistakes. She had no body to really talk to or confide in that didn't judge her, that didn't put her in a box. She couldn't talk to her mother, your grandma, right? She couldn't do a lot of things that you, as a black man or a black woman, can do now, right? She wasn't on the internet. She wasn't going to therapy. She couldn't afford therapy.
And the only outlet, I would say, would be church, right? If we're going to talk religion.
Right.
And again, there's a whole nother performance that happens, and really vulnerability is not afforded there either.
Right.
Because you have to perform. There's a way that Black women have to show up in church proper with their hands, hallelujah, praise God, like that. And you can't, we were talking about wailing And what that, like, even when you cry, when you say, okay, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah.
Shutting it down.
Right.
Like really quickly. You can't even experience, like if we're talking about the Holy Ghost or the Spirit, you got to shut it down really quickly.
Right.
So any of that was just like extinguished so quickly. And so it's this performance of how you are to move and act in all different areas.
So a couple of real life experiences that we want to bring to the forefront as examples is online debates about who brings what to the table that leave out emotional availability, spiritual connection, and shared healing.
Yeah.
I used to say that though. I used to say, what do you bring to the table? And then I'd have to modify that. What do you bring to the table as a Black woman in blah, blah, blah? I'd always have to modify it. But what do you bring to the table seemed to always piss a lot of Black women off. However, when I was asked that question, I had no problems rattling that stuff off and saying, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I bring to the table, right? Mm-hmm. However, I do realize that it was perceived by the Black woman when I was dating that it was a weaponized question, yes, simply because they were triggered. Yes. I have nothing to do with their triggers or whatever. However, because of social media, they were triggered about the question. Mm-hmm. So me knowing that they were triggered, I was prepared for all the smoke, and I was like, ask me the same thing.
But you're still poking.
I'm still...
Really? Now, so why? Why? You know that that's going to be a trigger for people. And so instead, Mike, say, okay, so tell me about your character. Who are you at the core of you?
Well, see, that's what I switched up and said, because here's the thing. I was looking for the Black woman that did not get triggered, that was able to say, okay, he's talking about character. He's talking about this. Because I didn't leave, because weaponization means, to me, you left the trigger at the table. You left it right there, right?
You put the gun on the table.
Yeah, you put the gun on the table.
You left it there. Can you say?
Yeah, you can say gun. Okay. Pew pew. Okay. But you left it on the table, and you was like, now what, right? Instead of saying, this is not really a gun on the table. Yeah. You think it is because you're triggered, right?
Right.
But what I'm really asking you is, who are you at your core? Who are you?
Right.
I don't care about your degrees. I don't care about, your accomplishments. They're all great, and I want to learn them, but I want to learn about the failures too. Because when I would tell people that I got a divorce, they'd be like, well, what did you do? And I would go through and I would say what we did collectively, because it was a marriage. No. I just want to hear what you did. Why don't you take accountability? You just say what you did. And I'm like, have you been married? No. So you don't understand this is a two-way situation. You just want to hear my part so you can...
Because they want to avoid whatever it is that you, quote unquote, did.
Right.
That's what that was.
Right.
That's what that was. You did something. Let me avoid that. I see it. Okay. Now I can watch you.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
That's real simple.
Yeah.
Now, if we want to talk trigger, let's talk about you're not soft enough.
Oh, yeah. I never used that one, but I've heard it.
Oh.
I've heard it a lot.
Oh, Lord.
I would say that in debates.
Again, you're putting the gun on the table.
I would say that in debates.
So again, the question becomes, why?
Yeah.
Why is it that you want to poke people?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's like telling a man up. Like I was in couples circle once, and one of the husbands, or they were engaged, I think, he started crying and he was telling her, like pouring his soul out to her. And she looked at him and was like, are you crying for real? Yeah. And every woman in there was like, how could you do that to him? Like just on her.
Yeah.
Like, and they did not get married.
Yeah.
Because again, she kind of like weaponized, like you need to man up and da. So again, She put the gun on the table.
I've had that too. My ex-wife did the same thing. You know, I would cry and have a moment in front of her, and she like, "Nick, are you crying?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not crying. You crying."
So it wasn't even safe for you to admit.
It wasn't safe. It wasn't safe to admit it, right? But see, at that point in time, like when I got through therapy and everything else, I had to still understand that there was nothing in the hypervigilance that most of these people are in when they're dating.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing you can say, "Hey, you're not soft enough." You cannot say that. Mm-hmm. You cannot say, "What do you bring to the table?" And you can still phrase it in a lot of different ways. And because of the hypervigilance at that time, they were still going to take it in a certain way. So it was a matter of over-explaining. And I didn't mind over-explaining because I was looking for the answer.
You were looking for the person to, yes, come on now.
I was looking for the one that was a trigger.
You just wanted to see people explode.
I was looking for the one that was a trigger.
Whatever.
That's what I was looking for.
Whatever.
All right, let's check these comments.
Let's see.
A beautiful line. Learn all you can in the kitchen and in school, and believe in God. Be a virgin. Your Boaz will come.
Lord
that is
Jesus.
A beautiful line.
Jesus.
Because you can do all that and still be the shitty ass person. And yeah.
Plenty.
Yeah. An ugly truth. You set the tone for all of your relationships. It's up to you to check how people treat you, respond to you, and respect you. Yeah. You set it up that way. If a person disrespects you, you set it up that way. If a person mistreats you, you allowed it, you set it up that way. There's no need of you getting mad later on, getting angry. Oh, I should have did. I want to do this. You was there. You allowed it. Where was all that when they was at the height of their disrespect to you?
Nip it in the bud. First time. Oh, that's what we're doing?
Yeah.
I appreciate you, but it's time to move around.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the next question is, when did you realize that you were not showing up as the real you, but a version of you that people wanted to see?
I mean, it wasn't until, really, for me, it wasn't until I stopped being that person and I was really true to myself, and people were like, you changed.
What did you do? And I'm fixing this camera. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just fixing this camera.
You just changed and you different. You different and I don't understand. Do you need a charger?
Yeah, we'll be all right. It'll die in a minute.
It's one in my purse.
Yeah, I don't want to go over there.
Oh.
I'm going to go over there.
I knew he did. I knew he did. It's fine. So when you're not doing and being the person.
This is real camera stuff, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
What people really want you to do, the Louis Vuitton bag right there, baby.
He's going to say it on camera, huh?
I'm sorry.
Flex it.
No, I'm not. You didn't know which bag. Anyway, is it not in there? Okay.
It's it'll be all right.
Anyway, when you're not being you that they know and you're being the you that you want to be, you're not showing up the way that they want you to. You're not saving the world.
Right.
You're not putting them first and their needs and their thoughts and all of that. And so they're like, oh, you changed.
Yeah.
Oh, you being selfish. No,
I'm being me.
I'm being me. I'm taking care of me. And I have to take care of me or I can't take care of anybody else. And that's the other lie. That we are responsible for taking care of everybody else as Black women.
Right.
And we put ourselves absolutely last.
And then when you put yourself last, you wear the badge as if you've done something amazing by sacrificing yourself unnecessarily and for the wrong people.
Martyrdom.
Right?
It's martyrdom.
Strong Black woman fatigue.
Yep.
Women are expected to heal, raise, lead, love, and never need. This leads to burnout, emotional shutoff, and a deep disconnection in relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. How can I, and this is something that we had to reconcile. How can I receive love from you if I'm not allowing you to do for me? Right?
Right.
Oh, I got it. No, I got it. No. I got it. I got to do this. I got to do that. I do everything. And then get mad because you don't do anything. Well, wait a minute.
You don't never take out the trash.
Because you said you wanted to take out the trash.
Because you said you got it. You don't never cook. You don't never clean. Because you said you got it. I don't clean good enough for you.
Oh, say that again.
I don't clean good enough
for you.
For you.
Listen, I don't even care. Do it to your best ability.
Work it out. Work it out. Care.
To your best ability.
Do you done, work
baby,
it out.
Thank you so much for cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah.
It looks and smells amazing.
Work it out. Listen. You ain't doing enough. You ain't parenting. You ain't parenting the kids right. I need you to be a parent. Every time I do be a parent, your ass is
You're not doing it right.
You blocking me from being a parent because I got to do it your way. You want me to be a parent, but you want to be a parent on your terms.
Let me say it. A shoe is going to be thrown at me. Mm-hmm. It's control that we have to let go of. Mm-hmm. We think that we have to have our hands in everything, or it's not going to be done
correctly.
Right. Correct. Mm-hmm. And the reality is, do you want it to be done your way, or do you want it to be done? Because if you want it to be done your way, then you're going to be doing all the things, even with a partner. So why are you getting partnered?
Right. Right.
That's the question.
Why are you getting partnered when you're still going to exhibit and live by and die by single mentality and behavior?
Okay.
You're going to get partnered with a man because you don't want a man, but you need a man. But yet and still, you're still going to be act, do, and say, and think single-minded behavior because you have exit strategies. You're not invested, right? You're hypervigilant of what this man is already going to do to you because the last men have done. And men do it too. You get with this girl, but now you got to keep her locked in a cage like she's Rapunzel and she's got to
let down her long hair.
Right, let down the Yaki Black #9 weave or something. I'm just saying, just come on, man. Like, stop going into relationships, weaponizing your masculinity or your femininity or what you think is your masculinity or femininity when it's actually hurt and brokenness, and then expecting people to love you.
I mean, and this goes right along with these tropes of what specific genders should be doing.
Right.
Because you are a man, you need to take out the trash, you need to do all of these things, and I need to wash the dishes and cook all the meals. Mm-hmm. And that just don't happen in our house. That's not how that works in our house. It's not.
Gender roles as weapons.
Yeah.
Cultural integration, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of people saying real men this and
real men don't wash dishes.
Summer Walker's fourth baby mama. Dating shows like Love and Marriage and Love and Hip Hop and shows dominant women with masculine traits.
All right.
Struggle Love. Another example of weaponization is too often we throw masculinity and femininity at each other like weapons by saying stuff like, if he don't pay the bills, he's not a man. If she's not submissive, she's not wife material.
Remember we did that show when we talked about like dating, Are You Ready? And we talked about like all of the things that people say concerning like you need to make up X amount of money and you need to be doing this. And we broke down like how much money and the height requirement. We talked about the height requirement. There's all these requirements and we really looked at what it actually is and how we are expecting these things way up here when what actually is the median income for someone between the ages of 30 to 42, I think, it's like 60,000. You need to be making six figures though. But I make 85. You're out.
Not enough.
Oh my God. Not enough. Are you seriously not going to go out with that person because they don't make enough money? Do you make six figures? No, but he needs to. Oh, okay. I'm confused.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Again, so all of these things, again, that we've been told is a real man or a real woman that's dateable, your favorite. Well, if you're going to take me out, you need to take me to a 5-star restaurant and spend at least $150. At least.
Ma'am, I don't know you. I don't know you.
That's a real man, though. That's what real men do.
Real dumb men. Okay.
You know what? And wait, my favorite. And I'm gonna get a to-go box for my kids because they hungry too.
Can they see me?
No. I told you I'm probably gonna get shoes thrown at me, but whatever.
So all these tropes and stuff is forcing you to understand that it's a possibility, just like you see at the bottom of the screen, it's a possibility that you, if you have not already, realize that you have not been showing up as the real you. You've been masking and weaponizing your ego from a place that you think is love. You think you have standards, but it's not standards if it's coming from a place of pain, a place of brokenness, right? And this goes for black men and black women. We're talking to both. So at that point in time, you have to understand that until you operate from a healed place and recognize a lot of different things about yourself and deal with a lot of different things about yourself, you might be still showing up as somebody else, i.e. your representative, because you're not being authentically you.
And then that representative is asking for things that you've been socialized to believe, which historically have been implanted in you to separate the black man and black woman, not bring them together.
Correct.
But what do I know? I want to go back to the gender role thing because sometimes we're confused. Like even in our own socialization with some of the people who we listen to, I love Iyanla Vanzant. I love her.
Definitely a powerhouse.
Right. But sometimes it is very much the tropes of you stand up and be a man. You got to be this kind of woman. And it's kind of confusing. Right? And I've heard women say, like, I got to be strong because, I can't fall apart. There are times that we do have to be strong as black men and black women. But when we weaponize the strength against each other, that becomes the problem.
Yeah.
Right? So if in my strength, my vulnerability in coming to you and saying, you know what, right now I'm not feeling it. That strength. Because then I can lean on him when I am not at my best. Right? But we're not taught that. We're taught I'm not at my best, so I need to be even better.
Knowing you're struggling to hold it together, knowing you go in your corner and your part of the room and shut your door so you can cry, not in front of your kids, knowing you run around losing your damn mind.
And that's when people stroke out. That's when people get depressed. That's when people start developing bad coping mechanisms, whether it's drinking, smoking. We are some of the highest people because it has become a way to medicate and numb ourselves. That's what it is. It's still there when you come down.
All right.
What have you done to actually deal with the real issue that's there?
Right.
Not you letting your children cry or see you cry is not weakness. It is helping them to see your humanity. It's helping them see you are human. You are not superhuman. I don't care what you tell them. You are not superhuman. That's hard.
That's hard. Have you ever used your gender expectations to guilt, shame, or silence someone? Yeah, we just talked about that. I weaponized a little bit of triggers. I did. I did. So I did. I used some of what I was trying to see if somebody wasn't going to be triggered. But, we've done it, but you recognize you do it, you adjust, and you make the adjustments so you can find exactly what you want to find in a partner, but you have to recognize that you're doing it yourself. Okay.
I mean, I think I said it about like when you have a lot of online conversations with folks and people saying, "Oh, you sassy, you arguing with a woman?" The little girl at Target.
Oh yeah.
Someone got into a conversation with me. They stole a parking space. They didn't get in my face, but they followed me, and I was like, "Don't do that. You're gonna argue with a child?" I'm like, "Little girl, you followed me. What do you mean? You're arguing with the child." So she tried to shame me to make me quiet, and I'm like, we're not. You can find out.
Your mama should argue with your ass. Anyway. Anyway. So a lot of people use their gender expectations to guilt, shame, or silence somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Women have done it. Men have done it. They say things like he's not a real man because he doesn't pay every bill. Men say things like she's not a wife because she talks back or she has perceived boundaries. But here's the thing. If you've used your gender expectations to guilt, shame, or silence somebody, what is it costing you to keep performing instead of partnering in relationships? What is it costing you to where you use your gender expectations to keep performing instead of relaxing and partnering in a relationship? It's costing you time.
Mm-hmm.
It's costing you the possibility of meeting somebody that you really, really want at your core or really, really need at your core. It's costing you missing out on good friendships, because when we weaponize our gender expectations, it's not just against the opposite gender in relationships, it's against the same gender in different dynamic relationships. You can weaponize your masculinity towards other men by simply telling that man he's not man enough, right? You can weaponize your femininity by telling that woman she's a pick-me-sha because she thinks different from the sisterhood.
Right.
Okay? So don't think that using and weaponizing your gender expectations to guilt, shame, or silence somebody is not costing you. It's costing you every day. Every day you weaponize from a hurt place your gender towards the same gender or the opposite gender to guilt, shame, or silence them, you are being cost. You are paying the price of a possible relationship that you may need later on. Right?
Yeah.
So this goes into our next thing, which is softness isn't a weakness. Softness isn't a weakness.
Yeah, we struggled with using this word. Like, we talked a lot about vulnerability, but because softness and femininity has been weaponized so much, whether it's like men being too soft or too emotional or things like that, and women not being emotional or soft enough, like that whole question, and that softness isn't weakness.
Right.
That vulnerability isn't weakness. Again, that vulnerability actually is strength.
Right. Right.
Especially when you can say to yourself, you know what? Last week, I need to replenish. I need to rest. I deserve to rest. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah. Black women are often celebrated for their silence and struggle, and shamed for their softness. They're shamed for their softness by other women who are broken and still operating in their masculinity. And what it is it's not that they're shaming you for being soft or wanting to be soft. They're shaming you because they have not figured out how you were able to break free and they are not. Okay?
Yeah.
So shaming amongst men is saying that he's not being a man, he needs to hold up, instead of telling that man he needs to open up and express his emotions in a healthy way, by giving that man an outlet, by giving that man the big brother, by giving that man a role model that is healthy, a healthy role model that's doing healthy things and positive things, and showing that young man or that man, the grown man, how they could properly embrace their emotions and express their anger or frustration instead of keeping it bottled in and thinking that suppressing emotions is actually going to be healthy for you.
It is not.
Right.
That's the call in.
Right.
Right. That's the call in. We talk a lot about, sometimes we call people out. Like, again, I keep saying somebody's going to call me a pick me shit. It's okay. I picked me, so I'm okay.
Right.
But this is, instead of me calling you out on your behavior, I'm calling you in because I care. Because if you want to do something different, we can assist you in that.
Right.
We want to support you in that.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
And so there are a couple of things that we want you to consider to do, to help you get to that place of prioritizing you, to really learn you, so we're not, again, weaponizing masculinity and femininity. You can, again, like we said last week, it starts with you being vulnerable with yourself,
right,
and figuring out, why am I so hard with me?
Right. Why, and for men, why is it so hard for me to open? Right? Why is it okay for me to bottle these things up and not do anything about it? Why do I not have a healthy outlet? Right? So one of the things we want to ask you to do is to start journaling. All right? Writing down your thoughts, writing down your emotions, writing down your feelings. As a black man, I can tell you I journal. I write. Okay? If you don't feel like writing, there are a couple of apps out there where you can voice journal, right? And you can lock it up and with password protection and stuff like that. However, you can journal, right? You can voice journal or you can handwrite journal. I like the handwrite journal myself because it allows me to go back and look at it, keeps me pretty good on my cursive writing, all that stuff, right? So journaling is definitely good. Preferably journal first thing in the morning when you wake up. Take about 5 to 10 minutes to journal, just one page. Say how you feel, say what you're thinking, let it all out. And then any epiphanies that you have, you also write that down, right?
Can I say something really quickly? I think a lot of times, men specifically, because you're speaking from a man's perspective, say how you feel. That's, whew.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Like, because no one's ever gotten to how you feeling. Maybe start with, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
What's been occupying your mind?
Yeah.
Right? And that can lead to a feeling. Right? If on Coach Hughes's website, empowerhimlifecoaching.com. Sorry. There are free resources, and I believe there is a feelings wheel, and there's a book there, Just Let Me Feel.
Just Let Me Feel.
And so it is completely free. So you can go there, download it. There's feeling wheels. It talks a lot about feelings and how to tap in and access those feelings. So just wanted to bring that to the light. But go ahead. I apologize. I interrupted.
No, you're good. You're good. Next thing we want you to do is practice giving yourself permission to evolve beyond performance.
Right.
I think I want to change that.
Okay.
I want to say practice giving yourself permission just to be. Just to be. Just to exist.
Oh.
It's okay to just exist. Despite how people are offended by your existence, it's okay to just exist.
That's a great start.
Yeah, it's okay to just exist.
That's
all right.
A great start.
For couples, I want you guys to do something that is involving, of course, couples. I want you to turn to your partner and I want you to ask them, when do you feel the most seen by me? When do you feel the most invisible?
Wow.
When do you feel the most seen by me and when do you feel the most invisible? Okay? Ask your partner that. Ask your partner that. Okay?
Yeah.
And be prepared for those answers. Number 2, in couples, a no role space. One night where neither partner has to perform gender roles. Just be. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes y'all ladies be secretly y'all want to take out the trash. Sometimes secretly, y'all want to clean your own cars. I see y'all at the car wash. Y'all get busy, deep in the crevices. I'll be like, dang, what am I missing? How am I? Now I got to keep up with her because her car is about, So just one night or one day a week where you guys can just be. There's no gender roles. There's no gender expectations. There's just the expectation of just existing within each other's presence for that night, all right, or for that day. For community, right? Try conversation starters like, what's a gender role belief you're letting go of this year? And that's what we want to ask you guys in our community. What's a gender role belief that you've held on to that hasn't served you that you're letting go of this year, right? Mm-hmm. Another one is the healing circle idea. Share a time you most felt authentic in your gender and why, right? Share a time where you just felt like, I really feel like a woman. I really feel like a man. Right? Because you have your own definition despite what socialization has told you. So share time probably within your journal or within your community of friends who are not your echo chamber, who do hold you accountable and who do love you and want to listen to you. Share a time where you felt like a man or a woman. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep. Who we got through it?
We got through it.
I didn't get hit by a shoe.
We got through it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm going to get these. Let me just get these papers. I don't know what's wrong with me. Just tossing stuff. Get these papers.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
This was difficult.
It was, but it was needed. Difficult but needed. Difficult conversations always are needed. Right. But they only are here to help the community come together, which is what we want to do. We want the overall message to be, we don't have to weaponize in the Black community our gender against each other, against the opposite gender, right? It doesn't serve us.
Can I just say we don't have to fight each other?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But that makes me so sad.
Yeah, it does.
What does that look though?
You're right. No, we don't have to fight each other. You're right.
The bickering back and forth, the banter, like we're always like, dude.
Yeah.
So loving each other, calling each other in, creating spaces where we can hold each other accountable in a loving, caring way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And taking time to understand yourself first. That's it. Taking time to understand yourself first. Mm-hmm. If you weaponize your gender to silence, to hurt, to shame anybody, even of the same gender, you're doing it from a place of ego. It is never from a place of love.
No.
And you have to figure out what it is about yourself that continuously decides to take this path that is not serving you at the end of the day.
Right.
You have to figure out what it is about yourself where you get up every morning and continuously put on a mask instead of being your authentic self everywhere you go. That's what this whole conversation is about. The unarming of the weaponization that we as Black men and Black women use against each other. So,
that whole thing, put on the full armor of God, but we have on the full, we have the full armor on to protect ourselves from experiencing anything in the world, right? And so we're here to live life.
To live
life.
To live. Don't spend all your time drowned in your brokenness, Black man or Black woman.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah. Be your authentic self. Be unapologetically you. And show people who you really are. Because, listen, I said it once and I'll say it again. You may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's favorite drink.
That part.
You may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you're somebody's favorite drink. And the first person who you need to be their favorite drink is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right? All right.
Thank you all so much for having this difficult conversation with us.
Very
today.
good time.
Yeah.
It is time to pack up and go.
Right.
We will see you guys not next week, but week after next.
Don't forget, check us out. If you could, we'll put the link for the registration for the RDU gathering. What did I say?
No, you was like, wait a minute, don't forget. It's something I want to tell you. Don't forget to check out our webpage and our links that we post in our bios and on the obsidianluxgroup.com for a chance to register for the Riley Durham end of summer soiree, right? Happening in September, late September. We're going to close out the summer. We're going to be in Riley Durham, and we're going to give you guys a in-depth, hands-on, personal experience of meet and greet, shaking hands, kissing babies. There's not going to be any babies. It's not going to be any babies, but we're going to do some stuff to help bring us closer together as couples, as family, and as friends.
Building the community. That's what we're all about.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
All right. Big hugs to each one of you. Please take good care. Have a great week. Bye.
We are out.